Hello everyone, once again welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you are new here, I'm Mongfen Edward, and the channel you're watching right now is Agriculture World Happiness. Just consider subscribing, and this channel is all about giving you activities taking place in agriculture or whatever is happening in the world of agriculture. So do one favor, just consider subscribing. You are in the right channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the management practices for wheat and also small grains. So stick there as I take you through the management practices. Number one, we have got implementing crop rotation. Crop rotation simply means growing of crops in rotation, which means you don't repeat or you don't grow the same crop where you already harvested the previous one. So which means, for example, here we have got wheat. Then next season again, we're not going to repeat the wheat, or you are not going to plant wheat here again. You'll have to plant another crop here. Then wheat you have to plant in another place. So that is another practice that you have to put in place as a person growing the small grain or wheat growing. So that is another practice. One is also proper seeding. Proper seeding simply means the number of seeds you calibrate in your field during the planting. So which means proper seeding, you don't need to overseed and then you don't need to underseed. So that's one of the practices you have to do during the planting of your seeds. Because too much seeds, if you put too much seeds, for example, when you look at these seeds here, they keep producing. When you drop one, they are going to come like 2 or 3, even more than that. So which means when you overseed, there are going to be too many in one line or in one place, and then they start competing again for the sunlight, which is not good. So that's why it's another agronomic practice, or that's why it's a practice done by these farmers to see that they have the best product at the end. When your product is of quality, you'll of course get the market in the end. So we also have got burying of the crop residues. If possible, those crops, people know that they're not going to use their residues. For example, let's talk about this is wheat. Someone may not be in need of wheat. If you're just doing it for a business, you may not be in need of the residues. So what they do, these farmers, they bury the crop residues during the tillage. They turn it into the soil, which means this one is going to provide, it's going to add more manure into your soil, which means when you bury this, when you bury the remain in the soil, it will act like manure. So that is the best. Then you let me also talk about timely planting. What does the timely planting mean? For example, in Denmark and Europe at large, these farmers dealing in small seeded grains and other crops, they plant in time, which means they don't know to plant too late, and that's because they know when they plant too late, the season will cut them off. Given the fact that here we have got 4 seasons, and which means if you are dealing in, for example, say wheat here, and you plant very late, let me say this one here was planted around early March, not March, in late Feb. So right now it has reached this one, which means it's going to be harvested very early before the winter comes. That is good. Maybe you don't plant too early and you don't plant too late, because when you plant too early, the winter will come and will chop it off. So as a food farmer, you must know how to time your planting seasons in a way that you are going to be in position to get the best out your timing skills. Not only that one, but let's look at the timely harvesting. So here I'm going to refer you to either maize or this. Let's look at the small grains specifically. Now let's look, for example, this is a small grain crop. So you don't need to leave it to stand in the garden for a long time, because things like wheat, when you leave them to stand in the garden for a long time, what will happen? Too much sunshine will hit it, and then the grains are going to fall down. So in the end, you're not going to be proper, like you're not going to be managing this crop. Then you would have been doing the disservice to the crop, which means not only to the crop but to yourself, because you're going to lose a lot of grains in the process. So which means you need to harvest your grains in time. You don't leave the crops to stand in the field for a very long period of time. Once it's mature, just do one thing, go and harvest it, and there you would have managed your crop very well until the end. And after harvesting, you have to transport it back to the place where you are going to keep it, which is the store. So that is the practice you have to put in when you're managing the small grains and the wheat. So guys, we have now come to the end of our video. I'm just asking for a little bit of favor. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and of course comment, and also turning on your notification bells so as not to miss on the next upload. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. See you in the next one.